today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They go play action here on first down. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 1. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 97 yards.
Well, to no one's surprised, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season.
And now it's blocked. And the Niners have it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. Now, they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tip Ryman, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. A give, Singletary right side, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Hey, we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to sit in the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After one, our score 9-6. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
In motion left comes Williams. Play action. Here's Hurts. Caught on the slant. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jamison Williams from 10 yards out. And the 49ers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he... He was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Laporta, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw here. Robinson's got it. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd and 6. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And now an audible here into something else.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our trip around the NFL.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Laporta, the tight end, in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 70.
And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The New York set to take the... They'll look to throw here on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many... Guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Here's Garendo on first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Garendo.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
96 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Jalen Waddle with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the... They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one completes him again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Xavier Worthy.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Okay, ready?
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Well, they'll run it here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.